Good morning. It is 6:30 on a Tuesday morning, 6:30 a.m. And I woke up to a blessing, seeing that I have a baby niece that was born overnight. And when my other nieces were born, it was a crazy time in my own life. And I know I mentioned it in my last video, I think. I was undergoing a lot of different surgeries and just a health thing that just would not stop. And then, I had my own daughter, my own post complications that took a while to be able to get back up from. And then I went back down into a broken back in 3 places, and then tried to recover from that, and then ended up serving time as a failed back surgery patient. So in that time, I didn't get to enjoy everything of my own in my own life as much as I would have dreamed of enjoying. I missed a lot of firsts that I had dreamed of for myself and for my daughter and my husband and our family. And, I was forced medically to, not be able to participate in both my own life and other people's, blessings and things. And I certainly did not know how to even do a basic quilt at the time for my own daughter, which she's getting as many quilts as she asks for, trust me. And I wasn't able to make quilts for all the other little girls that were blessed to be born into our family, on either side, really. So, I'm working on trying to get quotes done for, other people and stuff. This is how I deal with my different ailments that I have to overcome. And it is medical practitioner approved and commended to continue. Because this keeps me, no, Jesus keeps me from losing hope, because with Jesus and through Jesus, I have an everlasting hope. So hope is not an issue here. I mean, I pray one day that I won't live in as much pain as I do now. I'm definitely doing better than I was. Well, at times, I have good and bad times. Hard. It's give and take, right? And when God allows the hard times, I just hang on, because I've tasted the good times. And I truly am grateful for the easier times. And although the harder moments are very discouraging, I hang on for the better times a little better than I did at the beginning. And I'm still praying every day that God continues to heal my body more and more each day. I know that lots of things can be reversed and healed if God allows it. So I'm really praying that He does allow it. And let's see here. I need something here. I'm kind of, this is going to be a patchwork. I was going to do and I may still, but I didn't lay this out first. I'm just making sure to alternate. But I thought I'd jump on here and sew just a little bit. I know it's not an instructional video, but I'm just gonna sew and talk and share my excitement of seeing another young lady born into this world. Little girls are very special, and little girls need to be loved and protected well in this broken world. And I know that my brother, he'll protect her. And I pray they have very, very, very abundant blessed memories together, Lord. And I pray that their family, their little family, my brother and his wife and their little girl, I pray that they have, they build lots of memories together. And if my little brother ever watches this, I mean, he's got his hands full now, he's got a new baby. Don't let anybody steal your happiness. Don't ever let anybody steal your time with your family. It doesn't matter who's demanding your attention or your loyalty or your whatever. You only get that time once, and you know, the person that demanded from you and stole your time from you, they go on with their happy memories and all their wonderful little photos and their vacations, and they've robbed you of very precious time. And just don't take it from me. Our family has suffered in that way a lot, and now I make no apologies whenever we I'm just making none. Go to the beach as many times as you want. Go to the park. Go to the zoo. Go to the grocery store together. Go to church together. If God shows you where to go, ask Him. These days it may take a little while for discernment. And I don't care what anybody says, you get the discernment that the Lord gives you. You don't let people take your discernment away. I don't care what anybody says. Discernment is a gift from God. Use it. It's for your protection and your family's protection. I think, let's see, okay, there's a solid there. I think what I'll do, there's the white version of that one. Well, it's Patchwork. So I'm gonna use this one, and this one is that directional. It's a good direction. So I've learned to kiss the corners here so that you can line up your blocks. And I mean, you still may have to make an adjustment, but as a new quilter, but it has just been such a blessing. Two, three, 4, and 5, and 6. Yes. Okay, let me think. I probably need to go 7. I mean, technically, that's not important because, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and go 7. Let's go one more because I'm doing a twin and I don't know how many blocks I really need until I have a twin backing because I've never done a twin. I haven't done any math. You will learn from me that I'm more of a creative mind and I create on the as I go. You can hear my husband telling the dog to hush. He's wanting to get up, but we're trying to keep him on a schedule. Okay, so now I need a pattern. I don't want to put another floral. I don't want to put a solid. So probably what needs to occur, what do I got left? Hold on. I mean, as long as it's every other. Well, if I did this and I did this, that would kind of work. Yeah. We'll put the gingham on the right hand side. All right, and to Bellamy's mama, I had an emergency C-section, and I understand the deer in headlights is what you're kind of like groggy from the operation. I will be very honest, for anybody who has not experienced it, a C-section that's not scheduled, you know, it happens pretty quickly because they're needing to get in there and get the baby out and protect you and the baby, and now mine was an emergency C-section, but I did know the night before. So I can't imagine the extra exhaustion of trying to have that baby for 12 hours and then an emergency C-section. Let me tell you about the hormones that nobody told me about. Now you may not have this, she may not have this problem like I did, because her body was prepared for 12 hours with, you know, the whole hormone thing. And I pray that she doesn't go through what I did. And I pray for whatever it is that God's allowing her to go through, um, that it be a quick healing and recovery, and that the trauma of the emergency and being worried for your little one and not knowing, you know, it can be an intense moment, but I'm thankful that the baby is here and mom seems to be doing well, and I'm praying for the medical staff to be really good to the new mama and baby girl. And those hormones that get switched on hard with an emergency C-section, I felt like I'd been thrown into a brick wall, and my whole nervous system seemed like it was on all systems down failure. And okay, so here is the beginning of the little girl, baby girl quilt. It's all pink. It's just patchwork, which I think there's a beauty in patchwork quilts. But here is the first 2 columns. I believe I'm doing 5 or 6 across. Probably just 5 across. No, probably 6 across. So here's the first of 3 columns that are together. So I'll just keep like, I've got more squares coming because I can't do the whole thing with just what I got. But now I will go back down through and I will add another block to each row. Yes. So now I'm putting the new 3rd row on, or 3rd column, and while I'm talking, and something that my home health care nurse told me, she didn't tell me at the beginning, I kind of wish she would have told me at the beginning, but she did end up telling me, one of the secrets to healing to an emergency C-section quickly or quicker is to eat lots and lots of protein, like, you know, peanut butter, sunflower butter. I didn't eat peanut butter around the baby. I ate so much barbecue baked chicken and navy beans and pinto beans and eggs. That was protein. I'd eat 3-4 eggs a day. And then I would eat, let's see what would go with this. What's up there? Okay. So let's go with the stripes. We'll do stripes on this one. And then this will go pretty quick because now I know what I'm doing. I didn't know what I was doing when I was first doing these patchworks, but now I know. I think kissing the corners has made all the difference. I'm getting closer to everything being straight, you know. And I'm learning to see when things are just a little off, and then going back and fixing it, taking out the little bit of oopsie, like right then. See, that was just like an 1/8 to a 1/16 of an inch. My fabric shifted, and although I can't feel it on my hands, I can feel it as the fabric shifts. Okay. go. And, okay, so there's that. And again, to me, there is a beautiful, you always got to check what's about to come up. There's a beautiful, I don't know, it's kind of, a patchwork has its own type of beauty. And, you know, it's like, if you patchwork something, unless you literally copy the square to square or whatever the block is, unless you 100% copy every stitch, every piece of fabric, then no two will ever be alike, right? Even if they're all blocks, they're all the same amount of blocks, still the fabric will always be different. The color of thread will not match perfectly with all the other stuff. And so there's like this, I don't know, it's beautiful to me. And okay, so I have to think about what's above and below as I go, so that it's not, I don't want two things next to each other. Diagonal doesn't bother me, but I'm still trying to make sure everything is all right, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come down, because apparently I got a little off and excited here. So I want to make sure that that is straight, so that my next one starts off straight. Yeah, and then I'll go back and seam rip that. Now see, that started to slide on me. Hang on, let me fix this one too. Right at the very end. So I've got two that I need to take like just 6 whoops. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 more. And I think, yeah, I'll do this one right here. Because it needs to be a lot of pink on it. Well, no, because I've got a solid pink there. So hold on, let me think. I could do another, no, well, I got a gingham there, but that's okay. I could do another gingham here. Yeah, I'll do a gingham here. Because the gingham down here, no, I'm glad I double checked. Nope. Well, I mean, that would be okay. But I'd rather not, if I could. I really try to break things up a little more than that, but I don't know that I have an option right now. I don't have any white squares. I do wish I did, but I don't, and that's okay. I will eventually, but I've got, or we have, because I'm not doing all of it. And I just get to what I get to each day. Some days, like yesterday, was a complete and utter failure in sewing because my machine did not cooperate. And so today, after my husband tinkered with it this morning, okay, let's go back. And where is that? I mean, yeah, it's lined up. But I do think, okay. Hang on. Are you serious? Yeah. Okay. So there's that, and then now I'm going to take this big flower and do this. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Nope. It does go like, hold on. Hang on. Is that? Yeah. So it does go like that. And then this one would then go like that. So, let's get this last. So there's 3 columns right there. And I'm only gonna do 6 or 7 across. I'm gonna do 6 until the batting comes on Thursday or Friday. And then, is there an overhang? Yeah, hang on. Let me fix this. I need to bring it down a little bit. Then once I have the actual twin batting in, I'll open it up, lay it on the king size bed in there, and then, you know, and unfold it and stuff. And then I'll take what I've got. No, I'll take some squares in there, and then I will kind of just rough lay out the squares. Like I'll lay 6 across and probably 7, and then measure how long. And then I'll take 1 row and lay out squares and measure, and then I'll do some multiplication and decide how many total squares I need for the center, because what I'm going to do is patchwork center, then a border, then patchwork on the outside, then binding and backing and such. So there'll be like a center point of patchwork. Yeah. yeah, okay, so here is the first 3 columns of the patchwork. And normally when I send newborns out, I'll send crib size out. Not necessarily, you don't have to put it in the crib, but I use it kind of like a celebration birth announcement to the mom. And she can have, I don't have my embroidery machine. See how everything will line up because I kissed the corners, which I'll explain later. But here is the beginning, Paul, of your new little girl's Pinks quilt. It is a patchwork, so there's not really a pattern. It's just, pink everywhere. Yeah, 3. So I'll do 4 more. I have to order more of the squares, but that's okay, because technically, if all goes well, I can't promise it. This will be completely done in within 3 weeks. But baby's going to be laying on you and mama for the next 3 weeks anyway, because she's teeny tiny and huggable and kissable at this stage. So enjoy every single moment. And way to go, mama. We're praying for you and your recovery. But her quilt is in. Bellamy Joanne's quilt is well underway.